I took a $200 gamble on this bin of clothes without being able to look through it at all. You guys will have to let me know if that was a good deal or not. So a couple weeks ago, I was looking at an online auction. I don't look at these that often because most of them don't have any clothing at all, but this one was a little bit different. I saw this tub of clothes that was completely full, and I also saw a few other lots that seemed pretty good. Specifically, this one picture, it had a Gold's Gym t-shirt, and the clothes seemed old, so I was like, maybe it's worth taking the risk. And I went to pick it up today, and I found some awesome stuff. To start, I was completely right. Here is a Gold's Gym, like it wasn't actually a t-shirt, it was more of a sweatshirt. This thing is super old, probably from the 80s, but there's a ton of other vintage gym stuff too. Like look at this, Gorilla Wear, Zach International. This is more of like a t-shirt, hardcore workout shirt. There's so many. Here's another Zach International. These are like puffy print from the 80s. There's a ton of other Gold's Gym shirts too. These are all originals from the 80s and 90s, and I just love how thin some of the like strap sort of shoulders are on them. It's super cool. I'm gonna overlay some better clips of these because it was kind of hard to hold them up, especially with the straps. They seriously, like, you can't even hold them up because it's barely a shirt. There was also a few surf shirts like Ocean Pacific. They're all double-sided and the graphics are just extremely vibrant. Here's this Adidas sweatshirt that we saw in that first picture. I was not sure if this was old or not because it looks like a modern graphic, but it turns out to be from the 80s. Check out this tag on it. The one lot was folded up and I couldn't tell what these shirts were, but they turned out to be vintage Bike Week shirts. There's a few of them in here. These are all from Daytona Bike Week in the 90s. Also, this person must have been into wiener dogs because I found a bunch of vintage wiener dog clothes. This one's from 1999. It's a heavyweight sweatshirt. A couple of t-shirts too. 1984 Bruce Springsteen tour shirt. This thing's pretty small and kind of stained up though. There's a bunch of other clothes that don't really fit a specific theme, but they're all just sort of like cool pop culture stuff. I've made lots of risky purchases like this in the past, and I would say most of the time it does not pay off, but when it does, it's a really cool feeling finding a bunch of stuff when you weren't really expecting to find anything else. And like I said, this is like a $200 gamble. You guys will have to let me know how I did. Thanks for watching.